Well, hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to It's a Breeze with myself, Deez, and looking forward to the show today. I trust you, the valued racing fan, is well, and you're having a fair week. Well, you're gonna hopefully have even a better Saturday at Hollywoodbets Greyville, because it is officially the start of the KZN champion season, and it is the most exciting time of the year if you're a racing fan and a punter, because that's the 3 months, May, June and July, where champions are crowned. And of course, the main event over those 3 months is the greatest race on the continent, which is the Hollywoodbets Durbanville. So this show, as you've come to know, all the homework is done and all you need to do is get on. And it's exotic, it's fun, and it's a breeze. Those are the 3 segments. Just looking at the card for Saturday, I just want to go through it quickly. There are 10 races carded. It's an early start to the race meeting, so take note of the time. Race 1 begins at 11:15. Which means that the exotics will begin in race number 2 at 11:45. And then the big one, which is the pick 6. Well, listen to this. They've put on a sweetener for Saturday with those feature races of R1 million. Yep, R1 million carryover to the pick 6. And that estimated pool is R5 million. And that pick 6 will begin at 12:55. So look sharp, don't be caught napping. 5-1, you need to get on that pick 6 race number 4. And then the features on the day, of course, it is the WSB Fillies Guineas, a Group 2, and the WSB Guineas, also a Group 2 for the 3-year-olds. And let's not forget that the Independent on Saturday, Drill Hall Stakes, a Group 2, is race number 6. So races 6, 7, and 8. Those are the races where the features will come on. Okay, away we go with our bets for the weekend, and we'll begin with It's Exotic. And in It's Exotic, we are going to bring up that slide. This slide, yep, thank you guys. Place Accumulator begins in race number 3. So jot down that time, 12:20. That's when the PA will begin. And in the first leg of the Place Accumulator, well, I've just gone with the 2 runners, and I think that we have every chance of doubling up here in race number 3. Number 2, An Air of Pride, and horse number 9, Sweet Julia. Then on to leg number 2 of that Place Accumulator, which is race number 4. Well, I think any one of 5 runners could win this, and I am just hoping to survive here. In this leg of the Place Accumulator, I actually wanted to include 3 runners and have a better chance of getting through, but I thought 2 runners will be good enough. Just keep the perm down to a minimum spend. So number 1, Her Royalty, and number 8, Sweeter Than Honey. So hoping to survive that leg of the PA. If you want to include 1 more runner, I think do so, and then maybe you can even treble up there. But if we double up in leg number 2, that's an absolute bonus there. Then a banker, and race number 5, that banker is going to be number 3, Hoodwink, Kumaru Naidu and Richard Fourie. Another banker, well, it's race number 6, and it's Main Defender. Well, why not banker Main Defender, the winner of the Horse Chestnut Stakes, and this horse is 3 from 3 over the distance of 1,400 meters. Absolutely deadly over 1,400 meters. And we know how talented he is, number 3, Main Defender. Then another banker. Well, the shortest price on the card does come up in race number 7, and she deserves a position firmly at top of betting boards. She is also the best weighted in the race. Her name is Double Grand Slam, number 5, Snaith and Fourie there. And then leg number 6 of that Place Accumulator, I think we are looking at 2 very talented horses that take their place against a quality field, but I think these 2 horses are good enough for the PA. Number 2, Sandringham Summit, and number 3, Green with Envy. And then how do we close things off? Well, the last race looks highly competitive. I think it is a tough race to close things off. But Garrett Van Zyl, he holds the key. He's got 2 aces up his sleeve here, and I think both worth including. And if we are running in the Place Accumulator, I'm quietly confident that we will get through that last leg. Number 1, Flagman, and horse number 4, golden piece. So if you multiply that perm out, guys, very simple. 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 times 2, which is 8. And 8 times 2, which is 16. So that's It's Exotic, our first segment. And hopefully that place accumulator arrives, because on our last show, well, things went well. The dividends weren't that big because they were form result, but the fact is that most of our bets arrived on last week's show, and I'm hoping that this place accumulator does arrive. Well, let's go on to our next segment, which is It's Fun. And in It's Fun, we have got 2 slides here. The first slide comes up for race number 2, and race number 2 does start off the bipod. And in race number 2, very simple, we're doing an exacta there. We're going 3 a banker, beyond Ironside by 2 and 4. So I think that exacta should be home and hose unless there's really something special with those first timers. So 3 a banker by 2 and 4, and that exacta costs you 2 rand. So let's go to our next one, which is going to be the trifecta that I've chosen under It's Fun. So if we can bring up that slide. Yep, thank you guys. It's Fun, race number 7. Race number 7 is one of the features on the day, which is the Fillies Guineas over 1600 meters. And I'm going with the odds-on favorite number 5, Double Grand Slam. And to fill in positions 2nd and 3rd, you'll need to include 1 Let's Go Now, 2 White Pearl, and 4 Raskova. And that's will be a banker for that first position, 5 by 1, 2, 4 on that trifecta, 3 times 2. That will cost you 6 rand. And I think I'm very confident there that we could definitely catch that trifecta as well in race number 7. Then on to our last segment, which is It's a Breeze. Well, It's a Breeze. I've got 2 bets there. Yeah, this pick 3, and if you get the pick 3 right and things fall into place with the right results, you can get a very good dividend. I know that we caught the pick 3 last week. It wasn't a huge return on our investment, but the fact is it was caught. The pick 3 here in race number 3 begins at 20 past 12, and this is how we're going to play it. Leg 1 of that pick 3, which starts off in race number 3, we're going with 3 runners, 3, 9, and 10. Then leg number 2, this looks to be a very tricky race. So we included numbers 1 and 8 in our place accumulator, but for the pick 3, as I mentioned, it looks like a competitive maiden plate for fillies and mares. So I've included 1, 3, 5, 8, and 10. 1, 3, 5, 8, and 10. I think we're safe in that leg, but we're just playing it a bit wide and not excluding any of the runners that have a chance there. And then in that last leg of that pick 3, it's horse number 3, Hoodwinked. That is a banker. So if you multiply that per amount, it'll be 3 times 2, 4, 5, which is 15 rand. And then we got one more for the It's a Breeze segment, and I've done a double. So let's have a look at our last bet on It's a Breeze, and a double comes up in race number 7, which is the Fillies Guineas, and we're going with the odds-on shot as a banker in leg 1 of that double. And in leg 2 of that double, I mentioned the 2 horses that I really like there, number 2 Sandringham Summit and number 3 Green at Envy. But some may have a look at other runners like Midwinter Wind and maybe the snake coupling of 1 and 4. But personally, I think one of these 2 runners should win the race, 2 Sandringham Summit and 3 Green with Envy, and that double costs you 2 rand. And that's a wrap of our bets, racing fans. That is it, and hopefully everything falls into place and it turns out to be a wonderful day at Hollywoodbets Greyville. As always, thanks to you, the valued racing fan, for your invaluable spend on the Tote, and together we can make a difference, because it's the Tote that funds the industry, and it's the Tote that puts on the show. So really looking forward to this weekend, this Saturday, and something new about the bets that we've taken. If you've got a Tab account, well, all you need to do is go onto the website, which is Tab Gold, and you click on the venue, which is Hollywoodbets Greyville, And once you click on that venue, everything comes up on what's happening with regards to bets, what the pick six is paying, what the pick threes are paying, the minimum dividends and that type of thing. But you'll see Deez bets there. Deez, well, if it's a place accumulator, it's going to be under Deez place accumulator. If you just click on that, it'll take you directly, if you've got an account that is, to the betting page, and all you need to do is then put down your spend. And as we've come to know on tab, all you need to do is put down the amount and you get the ticket with the fractional betting. And that is it, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. Find all the winners, make a huge profit, and hopefully it turns out to be the day of your dreams, catching that pick six, $1 million carryover, 5 million the estimated pool. And from the entire team, from It's a Breeze with Deez, of course, sponsored by Tab Gold, The Intelligent Bet, and myself, Deez Dynan. Until we meet again, you take care. Salaniga.